St. Augustine, Florida is a charming city with a rich history and a vibrant culture. But if you want to explore more of the surrounding area, you'll find plenty of options for day trips that will satisfy your wanderlust. Whether you're looking for nature, history, or fun, here are 10 of the best day trips from St. Augustine. The gallivanting starts now. The first place I want to tell you about is a short drive from downtown on famous A1A. Travel back in time to the 18th century and witness the legacy of the Spanish Empire at Fort Matanzas National Monument. This stone fort stands guard over the Matanzas River, where it once defended St. Augustine from British invaders. Hop on a free ferry and cross the river to explore the fort and its surroundings. See cannons, a watchtower, and you can experience a nature trail.
Now that top story up here, that's the officer's quarters. He's got that room all to himself. In that room, he's also got the food storage, the entrance to the powder magazine where they keep the gunpowder, and the ladder that goes to the very top, the observation deck.
You'll also learn about the fort's history and the people who lived there from the park rangers and the exhibits. We're at what I believe to be the most visually stunning beach on the east coast of Florida. What you're looking at is a section of beach known by locals as the Rocks. This mile-long stretch of unusual geological formations is near the community of Palm Coast, about 6 miles south of Fort Matanzas on A1A. This mini Grand Canyon of coquina rocks is fun to explore as long as the weather and tide cooperate. The Rocky Beach is a small part of a much larger area, Washington Oaks Gardens State Park. Spread out over more than 400 acres, you'll find majestic oak trees, well-manicured gardens, and coastal maritime hammock. Washington Oaks Gardens State Park is a great place to spend a day away from the hustle and bustle of Florida. Everything about the place is serene, and if you're looking for a gorgeous beach that isn't too crowded, look no further than Washington Oaks. Located on Amelia Island, just north of Jacksonville, the beaches in Fernandina Beach are less crowded than some of its neighbors. The beaches at Fort Clinch are a hot spot for hunting shark teeth and enjoying the sunshine. One of our favorite stretches of sand in this area is Big Talbot Island and what's become known as Boneyard Beach. This striking landscape is peppered with massive driftwood trees that recall images of an elephant graveyard. The historic Victorian-era buildings in downtown Fernandina are full of eclectic and independent shops, as well as dining experiences and art galleries and vintage stores. A huge seafood festival is held downtown every spring. Experience the glamour and mystery of a former private retreat for some of America's wealthiest families at Jekyll Island. This Georgia State Park preserves the island's history and nature for you to explore at your own pace. Visit the Jekyll Island Historic District, where you can see elegant mansions and cottages dating back to the late 1800s and early 1900s. You can also enjoy the island's beaches, trails, golf courses, and a water park. And don't miss the Georgia Sea Turtle Center. Sick and injured sea turtles from the surrounding area are brought here to get a little TLC. Inside, visitors can actually look through a window to watch the doctors with the patients. The center is a great opportunity to learn more about sea turtles and get to view them up close. Enjoy a laid-back beach town that offers a much more quiet and less crowded alternative to some of the more popular beaches in Florida at Flagler Beach. You can enjoy surfing, fishing, or swimming on the wide and sandy beach, or just relax on a beach chair and watch the waves. And if you're hungry, you can find plenty of options for dining with a view at one of the many waterfront restaurants and bars. A happy place for many who visit is the Flagler Beachfront Winery.
We bring in products from all over the place, including Florida here. We make wine right here in the back room. We press them, ferment them, bottle them, age them, sell them, drink them. I got a little video game right there. All our regular wines are in the machines where you push buttons and start drinking. We also make wine slushies here. So up on the board there you'll see 100% wine made from these fruits. And then we just make wine, put it in the machine and freeze it. So you can come get slushed on the beach, look at the ocean, forget about life.
Where Atlantic Boulevard meets the ocean is where you'll find Beach's Town Center. On one side of the street is Atlantic Beach, while Neptune Beach resides on the other side. There's a lot here to keep you busy on a weeknight or a full weekend, with a couple of oceanfront hotels and a number of boutiques and restaurants. Many offer outdoor seating and beautiful courtyards where you can take in the ocean breezes. The Jack's Surf and Paddle Store is where you can find a variety of products for a day at the beach or learn more about one of their surf camps. A bodega bar in the corner of the shop will help you jumpstart your day. And don't forget to pop in at Pete's Bar, the first bar to open in Duval County after Prohibition was repealed in 1933. It's still family owned and operated. Learn about a former estate that was named for an early owner, Zephaniah Kingsley, who spent 25 years here with his wife Anna, an African princess who was enslaved as a child and later freed by Kingsley at Kingsley Plantation. This plantation was one of the most successful in Florida in the early 1800s, producing cotton, indigo, sugarcane, and corn. Today you can tour the plantation house, the kitchen house, the barn, and the ruins of 25 slave cabins. You can also learn about the plantation's history and the lives of its inhabitants from exhibits and interpretive panels. Just 1 year before the Spanish established St. Augustine, France was looking to gain a foothold in the Americas. And they attempted to do just that when they founded their own colony called Fort Caroline. History lovers can visit this reproduction of the OG Fort Caroline near the mouth of the St. Johns. Nestled by the water just outside a pristine forest, most scholars believe this is the general vicinity of the original. Managed by the National Park Service, this modern-day representation of what Fort Caroline might have looked like is based on a 16th century sketch by the colony's resident artist and map maker. Inside are interpretive markers that explain the fort's history in detail, a poster with short biographies of some of the colonists, and cannon replicas. One of Florida's most adventurous beach towns can be found on the Space Coast in Cocoa Beach. You can learn to surf by taking lessons at the Cocoa Beach Pier, watch a rocket launch at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, or visit a museum dedicated to the Wizard of Oz. Cocoa is the nearest beach to the attractions of Orlando via the 528 Beachline Expressway. Have the ultimate fun in Orlando, the home of some of the world's most popular attractions such as Walt Disney World Resort, Universal Orlando Resort, and SeaWorld Orlando. For several blocks along North Orange Avenue in Orlando is a collection of shops, eateries, and galleries that embrace their reputation for being a little offbeat and unapologetically funky. From antique shops like 1618 Something Different that specialize in mid-century modern to Washburn Imports, a company which travels the globe searching for over-the-top exotic pieces. A number of small boutiques also along this stretch, including Maffrey's Good Goods. Owners here love to curate interesting and fun products that are connected to a good story.
We focus on US made, women owned, socially good, eco-friendly. We've got several local makers here in our shop. Ivanhoe Village used to be all pineapple fields here and owned by George Russell. That's why we have Russell's Restaurant. Joyland that used to be here, Orlando's very first water park, was right here on the lake. We love celebrating the history of Ivanhoe Village.
That's it, my look at the 10 best day trips from St. Augustine. What are your favorites, and what day trips would you add to the list? Let me know in the comments. From the First Coast, I'm Chad. Hope to see you out there gallivanting soon.